Right now at 10, hear the opinions from all the single ladies on Valentine's Day.
And a local family-owned shoe store gets bought out by a big-timer.
Plus, 2 separate cases of fentanyl distribution with deadly repercussions.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
We've got some severe weather coming into the region, so it is an alert day for the Coulee region. Could be affecting some morning commutes.
Yeah, we got that S word back again. You know, that ugly word that some people don't like. It's called snow. But we do have snow right now occurring up to the north in Eau Claire and those areas. That's why we got the alert day. We'll see more snow here for La Crosse here later in areas points to the south. But 1 to 4 inches generally. There's going to be a lot of areas that'll get up to 4, but all areas around some areas may only pick up about 1 or less. Right now across the area, look at Eau Claire has snow, but right now the temperature is 33, so the roads are mainly just wet, at least the main roads. Otherwise, just rain hasn't quite reached Tomah or Black River Falls. We're starting to get pretty close here for Eau Claire. Give you a picture of outside of County 0 up in Lake Hallie. You can see they're about 2 miles. You can see the snow actually accumulating on the side of the roads, but so far most of the main roads are okay, but still. Temperatures are hovering around 33 degrees, which helps. Visibility will show you where the snow is up to the north, where it's down to 1 or 2 miles. Generally, it says you go further south, we're still seeing just light rain. Big picture shows you really rain's beginning to spread into the La Crosse area. We'll start seeing that pick up here very soon. Otherwise, up to the north, you're seeing conditions there. Snow continues up for Eau Claire, and as further south you go, we're starting to see it spread into southwest Wisconsin too. Not snow yet, but rain, and if you time that out over the next couple hours, we're going to start seeing the snow begin to spread across the area, and that changeover will happen. So later on, we're kind of break down what goes on later on this morning, actually tomorrow morning, excuse me. The morning commute should be, at least this precipitation will be over, but we'll deal with some road issues and much colder temperatures going through Friday and Thursday and Friday. So you will notice it come Friday that it's still winter.
Yeah.
A nice reminder.
Yes.
Thanks, Greg.
Almost forgot. Thank you, Greg.
Well, an 18-year-old is in custody for allegedly causing an overdose death. According to the Monroe County Sheriff, 18-year-old Malik Guerra of La Crosse is charged with first-degree reckless homicide and manufacturing or delivering narcotics. He's accused of selling fentanyl that caused the death of a 41-year-old Sparta woman. He's currently held on a $10,000 cash bond.
A woman accused of causing an overdose death stood silent in court today. 27-year-old Rachel Brockway is accused of selling fentanyl-laced heroin that caused the overdose death of a 31-year-old man last February. Brockway appearing in court by video while in custody. She stood mute, so the court entered a not guilty plea on her behalf. Brockway will be back in court March 28th.
The Chippewa County Board is asking to put a hold on a plan to settle refugees in the region. Last month, we reported the Christian nonprofit World Relief would resettle about 75 refugees in the Chippewa Valley by fall of this year. The federal government distributes money to organizations like World Relief to handle settling refugees in U.S. communities. But some board and community members in the Chippewa Valley are concerned the refugees won't be vetted properly and that World Relief wasn't transparent about the process. The board voted 15-6 this week in favor of calling for an immediate pause on refugee resettlement until the federal government offers them more clarity. Many members of the public spoke before the vote at the latest meeting. Some supported the resolution, with one citing concerns that refugees can be part of sleeper cells that are spreading throughout the country. Others spoke out against the resolution, with one saying that by not welcoming refugees, their community is going against American tradition and the teachings of the Bible.
America's youth is experiencing a mental health crisis. Almost half of La Crosse's high school students say they've noticed significant problems with anxiety in the past year.
Now, a new program at Aquinas will help to provide students better access to mental health resources. Our Allison Fergit has more.
It's okay to say that I've been depressed. There's nothing to hide about that.
Normalizing getting help for your mental health. One of the goals of Aquinas Catholic School's new mental health program.
One of the most pressing needs in our community right now is mental health for our youth.
The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the need for extra mental health services at Aquinas.
It's become overwhelming, the amount of kids that are in our office. It really made us aware of just how many kids are really struggling.
With guidance counselors busy helping students with academics, they said they needed another counselor that focused solely on student mental health.
Our counselors were saying, hey, we're feeling this. We need this.
Stakeholders working the last 6 months to bring a new mental health program into the schools, finding a partner in Driftless Recovery Services.
They will offer to us consultation and a place that we can refer kids.
Driftless will also oversee Fian as she transitions into the district's full-time mental health counselor.
They will come in here and help me help see overflow. So if I can't get to all the kids and we see an overwhelming response to the program, they'll come out and provide some additional servicing as well.
The program will extend beyond students. Staff can also access help through Driftless.
We feel the first step in this process is education.
Special workshops will educate parents and caregivers on how they can help their student throughout their mental health journey. It's another step toward building a culture of compassion.
Instead of people judging people who are, let's say, depressed or suffer from anxiety, extreme anxiety, and so on and so forth, maybe we should have compassion for them.
Aquinas says the community response has been outstanding, and officials were able to fundraise over 4 times their initial goal for that program.
After more than 50 years, Rogan's Shoes is being bought by an Indiana-based company. Shoe Carnival making the announcement Tuesday that they have acquired the family-owned company for $45 million. Rogan's has 28 stores in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Illinois, including locations in Onalaska, Eau Claire, and Winona. Pat Rogan, CEO of Rogan's, says he's excited for the company to become part of the Shoe Carnival family, and he hopes the purchase will ensure the future growth of Rogan Shoes.
New state district maps are sitting on Governor Evers' desk, but the question is, will he sign them? The Republican-controlled legislature earlier this week passed new district map proposals that the governor himself submitted to the state Supreme Court. Evers' proposal is one of several the court's nonpartisan experts are considering ever since the court ruled the current Republican-drawn maps unconstitutional. Those experts say Evers' map proposal is one of the most politically balanced that they've seen, that reflects a modest Republican majority. Republicans did amend the bill to say the maps will take effect in the 2024 general election. So if Evers signs the measure, the new maps would not apply to any special elections that come before November. Evers has said the GOP passed his maps without any changes, he would sign them. If he does not sign, the Supreme Court would move forward in drawing their own maps for the state.
Well, Oktoberfest USA is searching for Das Best people in La Crosse to be this year's parade marshals. La Crosse's Oktoberfest USA making the announcement that it's now accepting nominations for the 2024 parade marshals. Nominees should be someone who's lived within a 20-mile radius of La Crosse for at least 10 years, is actively involved and well known in the La Crosse community, and has contributed to the good of the community through leadership and outstanding accomplishments. To be considered for the role, entries must be received by March 18th. We have more information on how to apply on our website, news8000.com.
Well, Valentine's Day is usually a day of love, but that is not how everyone sees it, at least for some in our region.
News 8 Now, Shaquille Davis gives us insight on the mind of single people in the area. Shaq.
Ken, Emily, over 50 million roses will be given out to people just alone on this holiday this year. These three individuals won't be a part of that number, but have other plans for this loving day.
It seems like it's a big deal, and it's really not. At the end of the day, it's just a normal day, and someday you'll find someone that is for you, and that's all that really matters. And if you're single on one day of the year, no one's really gonna care. It really doesn't matter.
And that is Abby Spagel's advice to all the single people on Valentine's Day. She plans on going to church for Valentine's Day and then hopefully get some things done around the house.
And probably just hanging out at home and probably just making food, maybe do some cleaning.
As for the day in itself, she wouldn't mind spending it with someone special, but feels that this day can show inconsistencies with the way you feel about someone.
A lot of the times people put pressure just on the day only, and they're only gonna show you that amount of love for Valentine's Day because it is Valentine's Day, and I think that it should be something that you just do because you love someone.
This is Bree Kiesling, who is a 19-year-old student at UWL. She finds herself out with her roommate this Valentine's Day because, according to her, men aren't at her desired level. And she has another interesting quote.
There's no dating in college. Every man just wants to hook up. They don't want to actually date you.
Bree finds this time of the year difficult because the last time she spent this day with someone was her ex-boyfriend back in high school. What do you do for you?
Nothing. Like literally nothing. I didn't even get flowers or anything.
No flowers.
I've never gotten flowers from a boy before.
Oh. This is Lainey Fructi. She is an 11-year-old at the Crucifixion School in the Crescent. She was spending this day in her hot tub with her parents and has her own honest take on Valentine's Day.
It's kind of rude, but I think it's kind of corny.
Lainey says that some of the gifts like chocolates and written notes can be corny. She's a fan of the deep connections.
You could go to dinner, and then, or you could just do like nice stuff and like just spend time together. That stuff isn't corny. The other stuff is.
Despite all of that, these three wonderful young ladies are hoping that next year they will be swept off their feet. Abby says that she would make a great housewife because she can clean. Bree says that she would be a catch because she is loyal. And Lainey can cook at her age, but wants a boy that is nice, but also very protective. Ken, Emily.
All right, Shaquille Davis live in the studio. Thank you, Shaq.
Well, it was supposed to be a party after winning the Super Bowl.
Yep. How the day of celebration turned into tragedy at the Kansas City Chiefs parade.
The history of pleasing is a history of taste. After World War II, my grandfather, Frank Italiano, spent time in China and acquired a gourmet taste which became his passion. He developed a seasoning and shared it with his friends. In 1952, Pleasing was created. That first seasoning has grown to 40 different blends. This history of taste continues with both the second and the third generations as we explore people's changing tastes. Stop by the Pleasing Outlet store on Ward Avenue and taste the history.
Hello, I'm Miles Wilkins, owner of the Board Store, and I've had the privilege of serving homeowners from this location for over 34 years. If you're interested in a locally owned company, we are. If you're interested in a veteran-owned company, we are. If you're interested in a licensed contractor, we have been for over 30 years. Above all, if you're interested in the absolute best value for your home improvement dollar, the Early Bird Home Show is your opportunity. Call or visit us soon.
President's Day is a time to honor all presidents, past and present. And at King Furniture, we're giving you the opportunity to save some presidents with huge discounts throughout the entire store, up to 60% off.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
And right now, you can get 0% financing.
So save some presidents at King.
For the record, Franklin was not a president, but you can save him too. It's the President's Day sale going on right now at King Furniture.
Nice people.
Nice furniture.
Nice style.
Police confirm at least one person is dead and more than 20 others have sustained gunshot wounds during a parade celebrating the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl victory.
Kansas City officials say they've detained 3 people as they investigate the mass shooting. Brian Locke reports from Kansas City.
Kansas City, Missouri's day of celebration turned deadly in a split second.
There were shots fired on the west side of Union Station. Immediately, officers responded to the area, took 2 people into custody, and also immediately rendered life-sustaining aid to those victims.
Tiffany Knoll says she was standing shoulder to shoulder with spectators at the Chiefs Super Bowl victory parade when shots rang out.
But I heard a pop, and then you just heard screaming, and everybody in front of me just started running, and I started yelling, "What's going on? What's going on?" And a woman yelled, "They're shooting. They're shooting."
Witnesses describe how terrified fans began to run for cover.
I was just telling everybody to get down, and then like get out the way, and the officers were coming around.
Authorities say several gunshot victims sustained life-threatening injuries.
Parades, rallies, schools, movies, it seems like almost nothing is safe.
Kansas City Mayor Quinton Lucas has joined with mayors across the country in calling for new laws to curb gun violence, including mandating universal background checks.
I'm angry at what happened today. The people who came to this celebration should expect a safe environment.
Law enforcement sources tell CBS News there is no evidence that Wednesday's mass shooting was an act of terrorism. Brian Locke, CBS News, Kansas City.
In a White House statement, President Biden said in part, today's events should move us, shock us, shame us into acting. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland has been briefed on the shooting.
Both the FBI and ATF were present at the parade to help with security. Both agencies are now assisting police in the locally led investigation. Well, a Valentine's blanket of snow is headed our way.
Now, Greg breaks down when he should be expecting it and how much is coming right after this.
Turn the key and open the door to your next home with a home loan from Ultra. With a variety of loan options, from buying your very first home to building the home of your dreams, we're here to help make it happen with a local connection you trust. Our professional loan experts are with you every step of the home buying process and through the life of your loan, making it easy to handle your finances and getting you back to what matters most. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
You'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem or Pischke Motors in La Crosse.
Stop in now during Ram Truck Month to get 10% off MSRP plus discounts on the new 2024 Ram 1500, 2500, and 3500 Laramie and Rebel. Ram 1500 is the most luxurious and technologically advanced Ram 1500 ever. Ram's 2500 and 3500 best-in-class available 50-gallon fuel tank keeps you on the road longer. This offer ends February 29th.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
I'm Kelly Wild. It's 102.7 WKBH. When my grandmother passed away, my mom gifted me with her Bohemian cookbook. I found one recipe for a soup, and written on top of it, in my grandmother's beautiful handwriting, was, "She really loves this." So I cook up a small batch, bring it over to my mom, and she says, "What is this?" I said, "It's your favorite soup from Grandma Palda's cookbook." Then my mom said she would make this for her dog Ginger when she couldn't go to the bathroom.
Time is running out on the area's best furniture sale. It's the final weekend of the President's Week sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. You'll find incredible savings on furniture from Flex Steel, Stressless, Lazy Boy, and Daniel's Amish. More choices, better values. Only at Drury's will you find store-wide sale prices, 24-month financing, and even free gas. But you'll have to hurry. It's the final weekend of this store-wide sale. It all ends Monday at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Yeah, we're starting to see the rain now fill in across La Crosse and areas to the south too. And actually you see some moderate rainfall all the way to the west too, towards just south of Mason City too. Otherwise, you're seeing this big band really from Minneapolis that produced about 2 to 3 inches and a little bit heavier to the north begin to pull into Eau Claire area. So the intensity of the snow is going to pick up here for the next couple hours. So that'll probably accumulate on some road areas as you go further north. Ladysmith, I know Rice Lake and those areas have picked up about 3 to 4 inches too. So that's no concern probably for the next 2 hours down here. It's going to be probably about another hour you're going to start really see the transition, but it's going to come through and transition. And the area to be concerned about is probably Viroqua, Prairie du Chien, Boscobel, where you could get that snow rate between about 11 to about 1 a.m. that could get up to about 2 inches per hour just briefly as it comes through. That'll accumulate on roads too. Otherwise, for the rest of the area, we'll see that go to the snow and then basically end up about 3 to 4. We should see it cease or at least taper off for the morning commute as we go through. But once again, that will accumulate on some roads, so expect a lot of slushy roads Icy roads as you go further north, because look at these temperatures. They will get down to the mid-20s up to the north, so that will probably produce some freezing on roads. Surfaces down towards southwest Wisconsin or La Crosse, probably more slushy given the temperatures will be just around freezing as we end it. So that's what we're looking at once again. So the next probably 3 to 4 hours is going to be when we're going to see a lot of the rain, snow, and then things will clear up pretty quickly. In fact, tomorrow as you go through, we're probably going to be sun as in the afternoon, but you're definitely going to feel the temperature change, cooler with that northwest wind. We're only expecting highs to be right around freezing, a little bit colder up to the north, clearing skies, and then we have another system that's going to pass to the south going into tomorrow night. That won't impact much of the area, keeping that snow to the south. So overall, if you look at snow amounts, there's really 2 areas to focus on, one up towards the north and then one towards the south. And this is really, I think, really where we're concerned could be for more 3 to 5 inches potentially in some of the ridges, higher elevation areas. Up here, it's probably additional 1 to 2, whatever all on the ground, so maybe 3 to 5 up in that area. And in between, it's a little bit interesting and challenging how much snow we'll get through La Crosse to Black River Falls to Marshfield because of the changeover. So we'll see maybe 1 inch in lower elevations. You go higher up, potentially 2 to 3, but slushy, wet snow to begin the morning commute too. And that's kind of the breakdown. The snow will end about 3 a.m. for Eau Claire, around 4 for La Crosse. Slushy commute, icy roads. Once you go further north, that's what we're looking at. The next couple days is going to be a change. Breezy tomorrow and Friday, but Friday we definitely could see highs struggling to get to 30. Wind chills could be in the single digits, maybe at night below 0. Little light snow, as I mentioned, that system that's going to pass to our south tomorrow evening, tomorrow night and Friday might clip some of the far southwest areas with a little light snow or flurries. No significant accumulation to be expected. Speaking of the wind chills, here's what we're looking at to Friday. And like I said, we haven't seen these for quite a while, so it definitely will feel cold. Single digits above and below 0 to start Friday off with that northwest wind blowing pretty strong. Throughout the day, it's not going to improve much. We'll see some of these wind chills come up, but they're not going to do it. So definitely going to feel more like February like we should be Friday, especially with these wind chills, the winds, and everything else. So you're going to feel it. But as we go into 8-day forecast, if you like the warm weather, just look to next week because the 50s are probably coming back. Once we get past President's Day, as the snow will probably melt. And once again, this depends on areas where they will have snow on the ground or not. But everything indicates we will go back up. But Friday, it's going to be cold.
Yeah,
it's definitely going to be cold.
Wonderland a little bit.
It will definitely feel.
My brother's coming up. I've been mentioning this, and he's so excited about the snow. I'm glad it's making an appearance for him. Yeah.
So just be careful out there tonight if you're traveling, and especially going in tomorrow morning for the road conditions too, because we just haven't experienced this in a while.
For sure.
For sure. Thank you.
Coming up next in sports, the Eagles were back at home tonight looking for a big conference win. WIAC tournament tipping off next week already, and UWL men's team hoping to build some momentum as the regular season wraps up. Rob is next.
Let River City Grill in Winona, Minnesota be your new go-to dinner destination. We provide exceptional service no matter the occasion. From date nights to family outings with the kids, we have something for everybody at the table. Enjoy one of our 23 tap beers and pair it with a burger and fries during our happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. Or, for a fine dining experience, try our salmon and steak entrees paired with our amazing signature cocktails. River City Grill, located in Winona, Minnesota. Call or book an online reservation today.
It's time to vote for Best of La Crosse County. Pick your favorites in each category now through all of February. We'll announce all of the winners on April 1st. Vote for this business today on bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers. It's Hy-Vee's biggest seafood sale, February 16th through the 19th only. Fish market 12-ounce cooked shrimp, just $4.88. Maryland-style imitation crab cakes, just $1.25 each. Sold in a 5-pound box for only $25. Yellowfin ahi tuna steak, just 2 for $4 at Hy-Vee.
If your tub or shower is less than you'd like it to be, then you owe it to yourself to visit the board store during the 2024 Early Bird Home Show. If you'd like a shower, rain shower, personal shower, shelves, safety grab bars, you can get a complete unit as low as $79.80. Call or visit the board store during the Early Bird Home Show for safety, convenience, and beauty in your new bathroom. Call or visit today.
PB&J?
PB before we go.
P before we go. pee before we go.
See you tomorrow?
Yeah.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
We're coming down the final stretch for UWL basketball. Just 2 regular season games remaining for both the men and women before the WIAC tournament begins next week. As for the men, the Eagles have won 2 of their last 3. They were eyeing another W tonight at home. Let's go to Mitchell Hall. Eagles looking for their 8th conference win of the year, taking on UW Oshkosh, and Will Furman had it going on early. That bucket puts the home team up by 4. Then it's the Toma grad, Dustin DeRusso, dropping this one in. Lacrosse goes up by 6. Other end, Carter Thomas, nice move in the paint, putting in 2 of his 6 points on the night. We're all tied up. Eagles keep going to work down low, though. J.J. Piter going baseline off the glass for 2. UWL back in front. And Chris Green adding to it. The junior gets the hometown roll on this one. Eagles back up by 4. And Lacrosse looking to blow this one open. Furman continuing to feel it from the field. He splashes home another. Home team widening the gap. And check out this play from Torin Hanna, the junior, going up strong, up and under finish at the cup. Eagles up 6. And let's not forget about Furman. What a night for the senior. Top of the key 3 is money. And then a dribble drive. Furman stops and pops for 2 more. Lead up to 8. Titans trying to stop the bleeding. Will Mahoney makes his way to the cup for 2. Oshkosh within 6. Eagles claw right back, though. And Hanna puts an exclamation point on a strong first half. Lacrosse up 9 at the break. And they keep it going in the second half. Austin Westra gets one to fall. Lead up to 10 for UWL. And Hanna doing it all in this one. Fights through the contact. Still gets it to go. He had 15 on the night. But the star in this one, Will Furman. A game-high 25 points for the senior. Eagles get a big conference win at home, 78-67. As for the UWL women's basketball team, another tough loss for the ladies tonight on the road in Oshkosh. Eagles dropping their 5th straight game, 64-55 the final in this one. UWL has a chance to snap this skid on Saturday when the Eagles host UW Eau Claire in their regular season finale. The first round of the WIAC tournament tips off on Monday. Well, the postseason usually brings the best out of everyone, and last night was a perfect example of that. 2 rivals who both call the Omni Center home, leaving absolutely everything they had on the ice, and the result, well, an instant classic. Avs taking on Onalaska for the 3rd time this season last night in the regional semifinal. Avalanche taking both matchups during the regular season, but the Hilltoppers hitting a different gear on Tuesday. Onalaska erasing a 3-goal deficit to take a 4-3 lead. From that point on, this one was back and forth all night. Avalanche regained the lead. Onalaska went back in front. But in the end, it was the Avs getting it done in overtime. 7-6 the final score. Just an absolutely memorable night at the Omni Center. Next up for the Avs, a matchup against Middleton in the regional final. With some Big Ten news, less than 24 hours after the Badgers got back in the win column with a much-needed conference win over Ohio State, the Buckeyes deciding to fire head coach Chris Holtmann as his tenure ends in Columbus just shy of his 7th season. Holtmann still had 4 years remaining on his contract, but it's been a struggle for the Buckeyes. They've lost 9 of their last 11. Last night's loss in Madison dropped them to 4-10 in Big Ten play. As for the Badgers, they'll look to build on last night's win this upcoming Saturday as Wisconsin gets set to take on Iowa. Badgers are 9-5 in conference play. Just 6 regular season games remaining for the Badgers before the Big Ten tournament tips off in early March. So all these games crucial for Wisconsin as we come down the final stretch. Badgers, Hawkeyes, Iowa City, Saturday, tip-off at 1:15. Guys, I want to go away from sports real quick.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you big on Valentine's Day? How do you feel about it? Is it a commercial holiday? Do you kind of buy into it?
It's more commercial. Leah and I don't put a lot of stock in it, but when we have the opportunity, like tonight, we'll grab dinner together.
I like celebrating either way, single or not. Like today, like we all just brought each other cookies and we're extra nice to each other, and so I like being in the theme regardless.
I think that's fair.
I think every day is Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Just like every day is Mother's Day.
Mr. Romantic here.
Love you.
Well done.
Okay.
Well done.
All right, we'll be right back after this.
Bygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Valentine's Day, we have something special for your sweetheart. Homemade goodness, hand-dipped chocolate-covered strawberries, cream cheese pie, heart-shaped cookies, specialty chocolates, candy bouquets, Verde sparkling wine, roses, for all your heart-shaped needs, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness, open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Welcome to Esco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. We are celebrating President's Day all month long. Take up to 5 years to pay interest-free. Need new appliances? Take 2 years to pay. Countertops? Take 3 years to pay. An adjustable base bed? Take 5 years to pay. Wesco One Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Want to see a magic trick? Taco John's is turning your dollar into mouth-watering favorites with the new BOGO for a Buck menu. Get a signature Taco John's item, then add another for just $1. Abracadabra, yeah! The new BOGO for a Buck menu, only at Taco John's.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin invites you to experience the thrill of gaming like never before. With 6 locations across the state, there's something for everyone. Whether you're a slots enthusiast, a poker pro, or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Plus, indulge in delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more excitement to your visit. Come join the fun at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin.
By Goffin Rohde, we've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. By Goffin Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Valentine's Day isn't just for lovers.
No, it's not. At least not just for human lovers. Chicago's Brookfield Zoo celebrated the love with themed enrichment activities for its animals. While gray seals chowed down on some Valentine's treats, Allison and Kai, the bottlenose dolphins, weren't left out. They jumped out of the water to get some of the love.
Sasha, one of the immortal leopards, eagerly devouring the raw meat given to her in the shape of some hearts. And Jasper, the pink cockatoo, pretty much ignored his strawberry slices. Okay, not in the spirit.
Yeah.
But he let zookeepers know what he thought by throwing some heart-shaped cutouts around the room. Good stuff.
Okay, I love this. See, everyone can partake in Valentine's, single or not, human or animal. It's a day of love. Love it. Okay, we'll have another look at your forecast when we come back.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $40. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
If replacement windows, a new patio door, or a new entry door is on your 2024 home improvement list, then you owe it to yourself to connect during the 2024 Early Bird Home Show only at the Board Store. Visit our showroom and see all of the beautiful window styles. See the beautiful new woodwork you can enjoy on your new windows. Arrange for a prompt free estimate during the 2024 Early Bird Home Show at the Board Store. Call or visit today.
Want to test drive US Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app. Want to do it even faster?
Here we go.
Oh, wow. US Cellular works great out here. Wow. Still have 5G here, too. Hey, I wonder if US Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working. Hey, thanks for the lift.
Test drive US Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
February is Career and Technical Education Awareness Month.
In the next 10 years, our area will need to fill over 15,000 jobs requiring a technical education. From healthcare to carpentry, these careers are in high demand.
Minnesota State College Southeast and News 8 want to encourage awareness of career and technical education programs and their many benefits.
Go to southeastmn.edu to learn more. Minnesota State College Southeast and News 8, keeping our community educated.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $40. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
All right, there's current radar. Right now it's beginning to rain here just west of La Crosse. We'll start seeing a changeover, and really it's south of La Crosse where you could see some heavier snowfall later tonight. Otherwise, up to the north, just watch out as you drive through as that moderate snow continues to push through Eau Claire. So just take it slow.
We will.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you tomorrow.